Aloha, everyone, and welcome to Paradise Forever Hawaii, where we believe everyone deserves to live in paradise forever. My name is Joe Peach, and today we are going to be talking about NFTs. This is the first video in a series of videos that I'm going to be making as I learn about NFTs and share that information with you. Now, the first thing that I do need to say is that there is nothing that I am going to say that is constituting financial advice, right? Anything that you do in the markets, in ownership, in anything is completely up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not allowed to advise. I'm just sharing my story of what I understand and what I know and what I've done. That being cleared, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Before we even get into what are NFTs, I think the more important thing to answer is why in the world have JPEGs become valuable? Like, what possible value could NFTs have? Because a lot of people look at NFTs and they see them as purely collectibles. And that's honestly the vast majority of what I thought at first. I was like, well, baseball cards have value to some people, and the more value those baseball cards have, the more people will pay for them. So like maybe this is like a digital baseball card. And that kind of made sense to me, except it's digital. Like, why are you going to pay all this money for something I can literally just copy through a screenshot and use for myself? But here's where it got really interesting to me. There is this thing known as Web3. And to understand what Web3 is, it's really important to understand what Web1 is, what Web2 is, and what Web3 is going to be. So Web1 was the first iteration of the internet. What that meant to the world is that all of a sudden you could put something on the internet and people around the world could see what you put on the internet. That was huge. But that's all it was. You could put something on the internet and people could see what you put on the internet. So the Web1 was read only. Whatever it is you put on the internet, people could read, watch. At some point, they were able to listen and even watch videos, but they couldn't interact with those things at all. You could write somebody an email about their stuff, but you couldn't actually interact with the page at all. In comes Web2, where we were introduced to social internet, social media. And the thing that made it social was that people could interact, right? So somebody could put something on the internet that people could read, and then the people reading the thing on the internet could write something back, and everybody could see what they wrote, i.e. comments, likes, dislikes, all of these things that you could do. Now you could interact with the internet. So now it was not only read, but it was also write. Web3. Web3 is about ownership and participation. Here's where NFTs come in, because with the world moving into this Web3 zone, there is the concept of ownership. And the reason why the concept of ownership is even a thing is because of this technology known as the blockchain. Now, I will get into what the blockchain is and does in the next video, but for now, just understand that the blockchain makes it possible to understand who owns a thing. And when I say who owns the thing, I mean there is a ledger, there is a chain of record that says who purchased a thing and has ownership rights to that thing on the internet. And because ownership is now provable, there is scarcity. And with this scarcity, there is value. And because there is value of a thing that is owned by a person, a company, a place via this blockchain, there is participation. Meaning, if you own real land in the real world, you can improve upon this land. You can sell this land. You can rent this land. You can give this land additional value, and you can receive value back from it. So now, let me ask you this. Imagine you owned your Facebook page. And imagine if every time a person liked a photo, you directly earned a commission. That is Web3. Because you have the ability to own a place on the internet that you have the ability to participate with, that is what Web3 is. And that world is where the metaverse is going to live, which is, again, a completely separate video. So hopefully now you understand a little bit about Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3, and you understand that with this concept of being able to own something, the NFT being a digital representation of something connected to the blockchain with record that's verifiable throughout the entire internet, ownership is recognizable, it is decentralized. That is another big piece of it, because with, for example, Facebook, right? If you're one of my friends, there is a good chance that you've been Facebook banned, meaning Facebook had the ability to control your content or censor your content. If you own a piece of property on the web through the blockchain, because it is decentralized, nobody can shut you down, nobody can shut it off, and nobody can steal that record from you. This is what is so cool about NFTs and why they hold so much value. Now, again, NFT stands for non-fungible token. I'm going to get into that also in another video. If you like this video, if you found value in what I'm starting to teach and share, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please reach out to me. My details are in the comments below or in the description, some way to get in touch with me, whether it's through my Instagram, my Facebook, my email. Please reach out to me and let me know how I can better serve, how I can better help people understand this information, because I recently got into an NFT project, and I'll link that in the description below as well, because I think it's an amazing project and I would love everyone to be part of this community and be involved, and I can help you with that as well. The mint for that community, for those of you that are familiar with even what a mint is closed. So at current, you cannot mint a new NFT. There are going to be NFTs available, but it doesn't impact me one way or the other who ends up getting these, unless you plan on giving it to me, in which case you are my best friend ever. So follow the channel, follow me, let me know what you want to see. And if I get 100 likes on this video, I am going to drop my next video within the month. I am also going to shout out the first 10 people to comment on this video on my next video. So thank you guys so much for listening and for watching. Have a wonderful day. And remember, you can live in paradise forever. And I'm here to help. Aloha.